mean, even in the very sort of in the first 2 minutes or so, when it was that
Mhm.
just that piano sound, there was another sort of there was another set of keys or something that was going on a little bit, doing a little tinkling, as the piano, the main piano
Little tinkling, huh?
was happening. Yeah, a little tinkling going on.
Tinkling on the
But
ivories.
then, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg. That guy over there is Chris. And Chris, why don't you tell the audience out there what we have in store for them tonight?
Okay, we have a song by a band name. We had covered them once before. SIGUR RÓS. I believe you say it that way. I'm
Yeah.
probably
No,
off
I
on
I
this one.
I think you're right. I'll give you an A on that one.
Okay, good. Now I'm sure to get an F on the name of the song. So I will just spell it and I'll take the F. You dropped the lowest grade, right? So I'll take it. The name of the song is spelled Saeglopur.
S. I'm
You're
sure
going to
that you
try to
have the
say it
link.
once you write it down?
You got the link
Yeah,
over, right? I can find it. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. All right. So I liked that last one that we did.
I
That
did
one
too.
I found and I gave to
Yeah.
you. And
I'm giving you full credit, my friend. Don't worry.
yeah. So I got a lot of questions about the band. The sound, the singing, if it's same, yeah. I really hope this song is gonna give some answers.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
find out.
Let me go.
Give it a
Come,
listen. Let me know.
I'll come back. I'm gonna actually, and I think that sound that I was just about to talk about, I just heard it coming, like becoming more prominent. Um, a couple of things. First off, like I was just shutting my eyes. You can just take off with this. Just soar to the sky and just have this music right in your head. It's that effective. Um, Interestingly, though, so you have the piano and you have some sort of other keys that are going on. It's beautiful. Then there's this kind of like this, it's like a static noise, but it's going to a beat. And I think just as I started to turn it back, it I think the keys stopped, and then you heard that more. So that's an interesting sound. I remember from the first song that we did for them, um, they just they just pulled in so much sound and different instruments, different even like sounds that you really couldn't put your finger on what they were, and they were all towards the melody and towards the beat. You can't even say a beat. There's no beat with this band. It's sound and it's just shaped so beautifully. All right. Um, let's go. to the last note. Okay. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at commercials and stuff. That was mesmerizing. This kind of music, it's just as mesmerizing. So open and spacious, just takes you away. I'm going to save stuff that I want to talk about now. I'm going to save that for Chris's conversation, my conversation with Chris. Um, yeah, wow. Second song. I was surprised by this. I was surprised after the first minute or two. Um, I was surprised, and in a very, very good way. So let's talk with Chris. All right, so I'm back, and if I was searching for answers, I think I got some. I think this band, so the question about the singing, it seems like that's a style that is probably
Wait, what was the question?
well, I think I had said that I have some questions about the band,
Yes,
some
but what was that particular question about the singing?
I was wondering in my head, I was wondering if the singing style that we heard in the last song, if that was just a sort of one-off thing and other singers, other people in the band, sang like, so this is another one where that very sort of falsetto, high
Yes,
pitch
very much a falsetto. Yes.
yeah. And it's very, it's almost like a very timid, very kind of unassuming type of vocals too. There's
Oh yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
there's
It's
nothing
not.
strong or like boom.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't
Um,
overpower you at all.
and
It's kind of like at the same level as the music in a way.
yeah, yeah, except that there was a part of the song that just where all of a sudden it was just like a tsunami of sound. It just, the wall just crashed.
Yeah, we were
And
talking about
yeah,
we were mentioning the wall of sound kind of thing with
yeah,
an Oasis song we just covered. And this is like that. Only it's symphonic. It's all orchestral. So it's
exactly.
still kind
Yeah,
of a wall of sound kind of feel to it.
absolutely. It just crashed. It just came over.
Yeah,
And that and the voice, the vocals, it's they're so different and yet it all works in the song. I personally like it. It's okay to me. It's okay. And I always say that because a couple of comments I think in the one that we dropped last week or so, the first one, a couple of people, admitted that it was hard for them to with the vocals, and I find it interesting. I
well,
really do. I've never heard vocals like that before ever
yeah, it is.
in
It is
any
interesting.
song, a published song, release song that I'm listening to. I've never, imagined someone in a band just going like, I don't know, going to recording studio
Oh,
or trying out for it
yeah,
and singing like that. I would think that it would be like X. Somehow these guys, I'm just, yeah, I'm thinking here. I don't know how. There has to be an amazing story about this band about how they came about. They got signed.
I just hope
Because
you don't think I have the answer to that question.
no, no. I'm just sort of just you know, um, just wondering out loud.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to have those answers. I like to think we're going to be listening to some more songs from this band down the road, and we can maybe little bit by little bit, because they're so unique. They're so unique. They just have this. There's just a gift that they have of just producing this very art artistry kind of music. Like, when I start talking like that, I think about Radiohead. I think about Moody Blues.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
about Enya. So I actually wrote down when that whole orchestral thing was just overtaking me. And then actually towards the end where it became almost like very spacey, it sounded like, Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin towards the end where it's like, and I just wrote down like, I think this band is like, what happens when Moody Blues, Radiohead, and Enya like, get just sort of smashed together
You, you
into
know,
something. Yeah.
they have collaborated with Radiohead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and okay, so did you know about when you looked into this band when who I think I did the reaction
You
to
did.
the
You
other
did.
song that we did. So when you did that, did you look how far did you look into the band? I'm trying to recall what we mentioned in the video that we did. Do you know? I'm going to tell you. Tell me if this rings a bell. Um, they are Icelandic, right?
Yes. Yep.
Where Bjork is from. And they formed in 1994, and they got a record deal with a record label named Bad Taste, and that record label was owned by the Sugar Cubes
Okay.
that Bjork was in.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they, I guess, that's and we hear that influence. So Bjork
Yeah.
was probably like, "Oh, they sound like me. Let's sign them." Um, Only she said it in a cute little accent, but what was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, they according to Wikipedia, the Sugar Cubes signed them, or this record company that Sugar Cubes owned, signed them because they thought the falsetto vocals would appeal to teenage girls.
See, I didn't.
And that's before that K-pop
Yeah,
high
that
pitch.
wasn't part of my homework, right? What I found. So that's actually
Yeah.
interesting that you
So that
that
rings
you
a
found
bell,
that.
or
No,
oh, so you
no.
didn't do your homework back then.
I think I made
Wait,
mention
let
of
me
sugar
get my
cubes.
grade book.
I get the F. Yeah. I think that I made mention of sugar cubes, but not to that level of detail. With actually about the vocals
Yeah.
and appealing to the young
Mhm.
crowd, the young girls, or whatever the girls.
I'd have to listen to, not because of that, but and the vocals were done by a male,
Right. Yeah.
and but I'd have to listen to this song again and get really into the music, a little deeper, because there's a lot going on. And what I listened to it a couple of times for this video, and it's really talked about a wall of sound. It's all coming to you at once. So unless for me, unless I listen to it a few more times, you listen to music and you isolate different instruments, you focus on different instruments. Like the first time you hear it, you take it all in. Second
Right.
time you hear it, maybe you take it in this case, I'm taking it all in again. Third listen, I'll probably be like, let me pick out that little part and follow that through. Or let me pick out this little part and follow it through. Kind of like you're taking a tapestry, you're taking all the strands apart, you're looking at them, you're getting to know them, and then you reassemble it.
Yeah. I totally get that. And I mean, even in the very sort of in the first 2 minutes or so, when it was that
Mhm.
just that piano sound, there was another sort of there was another set of keys or something that was going on a little bit, doing a little tinkling, as the main piano
Little tinkling, huh?
was happening. Yeah, a little tinkling going on.
Tinkling on the
But
ivories.
then, but then there was a static sound that I heard, and
Yeah.
it was actually going to a beat. It was going
Yeah,
to a
right.
beat.
I remember
Yeah.
hearing the static
It
sound,
was
but
like,
I'd have to. Yeah, I got to listen again. Like I
yeah, that
said,
was
there's a lot going on.
that was so interesting. Even that, you could just sort of parse that out and just like listen to that. That was, in fact, I think there was a moment in the song where that kind of like almost came to like the forefront. Then you heard it even louder, and it was like
Mhm.
really interesting. And then like the wall of sound
Right,
just came
right. Yeah,
crashing in,
I do
and
recall
then
that.
when that wall of sound just hits you, there's everything. Like, you've
Yeah,
got to just, it's almost like, if you're swimming in a wave, you're just in that wave, you don't know what you're looking at or seeing or whatever. You're just in like green or whatever. It's all, you're immersed in this sort of sound, and you really, um, you just, you're trying to pick things out. You just go with it at that point, with the song, the first listen, I'm going with it. And I really liked it, I'm I'm definitely I'm definitely intrigued, and I want to know more songs from them. And I think it's a band that I'm going to go back to. I think it's one of those where you have to be in a certain mood,
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a playlist thing where, mixed in with the with the Stones and the Hendrix and Radiohead and this and that, and then this comes up.
Especially because this song is kind of on the longish side, so you kind of have to be, you really want to be in that frame of mind.
There are moments. I mean, I love sitting out on
And
my
again, it
deck.
might put you in that frame of mind because it's that length.
I have a backyard, I have a deck, you sit and you have coffee and whatever, and there are times where like I'm like I need to listen to something, and it's gonna just like, as I'm watching, you know, stuff going on in my backyard and the birds and this and that. I mean,
Yeah, and the
this is a
neighbors are like, "Will you turn that atmospheric music down?
what's something
I'm
called
trying to
headphones.
barbecue over here."
Something called headphones.
Oh yeah, those things.
That's good because it blocks out the wife who wants you to do things. Get off, get off the deck and come in the house and
Yeah,
quit.
and you're just like grooving or something, and she thinks you're nodding your head yes because you're going. You told me, you said you would do it. I'm like, no, I was just going with the music.
As there was a Bill Burr stand-up comedy routine thing where like his girlfriend is yelling at him and he's like, and he had the headphones on, and he said it was great because as he's just listening to like a heavy metal song with the word with the vocals, and she's like yelling at him. It was almost as though she was singing the lyrics that he was hearing in, in the headphones. So
She probably like when he tries his material out on her, his new material, she's
yeah,
probably like, so that's how you're thinking, huh?
I'm sure she's so used to it now.
Yeah.
His wife now.
He's
Yeah.
so big these days, man.
He's great. Yeah. So again, man, really want to take the road down of the SIGUR RÓS road. I want to
Yeah.
do it on my own. I
We're
want to just like go on YouTube and just explore a lot stuff, but something's
we're
telling me don't do that.
astrally projecting ourselves to Iceland.
Something's telling me chill out, sit on my hands, and just wait for some
Yeah,
requests that coming in.
that would immediately like mute you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm so with my hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I should try that
No,
next
he
episode.
knows how to talk. It's just that he's sitting on his hands.
Why is great?
Why do you have to go like this when you're sitting on your hands?
Well, because I'm a pretty tall. I got long arms.
You look like you got your hands under your feet and you're standing up.
I got orangutan arms right now, so it's like
Yeah, you're a knuckle dragger.
you're a knucklehead.
That was a good. I'm a knucklehead. Yes.
Hey, I don't know if I caught it. You might have said it up on the other side, but who requested the song?
This was requested by someone named Irish Paul.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Irish Paul. Good request, man.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was. It was very cool.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna take us out and say, Chris, have a good night, and to everyone out there, really hope you enjoyed this the song and our talk. And if you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't subbed yet, that'd be pretty cool. We're on the way up. And that said, oh, coffee, hashtags below. You see a line, check it out. And that's it. We'll see you on the next episode of Into the Music.